Alright, so today I wanted to talk about choosing the right bike for you. Now, when you're going to get a bike, obviously, especially when it's your first one, there's a lot of things that you got to consider. Looking cool isn't the only thing. So let's break it down. Whenever a new rider asks me, what do you recommend I get for my bike? And I always tell them, I'm never going to recommend you get any bike in particular. I'm going to recommend you get the bike that fits your riding style. So what I mean by that is, are you the kind of guy that likes to go out and just drag race all night around the city in a straight line? Because if so, you might like a Breakout or a V-Rod. Are you the kind of guy that likes to go out on the interstate, maybe even a back highway or something, and just cruise around? Then maybe a bagger's the right move for you. Are you going out and doing 50 miles in a day, or are you going out and doing 500 miles in a day? What I mean is there's a lot of things to consider when it comes to picking out a motorcycle. First, you want to look for something that you can handle. And what I mean by that is not get something so small that you hate it in 6 months and you end up going and trading it in anyway, because that gets real expensive real fast. Another thing, your height. I've seen a lot of people go out, they buy a bike, it's way too tall for them, they can't back it up, they can't turn it around. They basically are stuck if they get into a spot where they have to move the weight of that bike on their own. Just save yourself the embarrassment. Get something that you know you can handle. An 800-pound Harley feels pretty damn nimble and light, especially these newer ones when you're going, 40, 50 miles an hour. But when you slow down to 10, that 800 pounds becomes very relevant very quickly. Especially, like I said, when you're at a dead stop, when you're in gravel, when you're in grass, there's just so many things to consider whenever it comes to the weight of these bikes. Another thing, too, is give yourself room to grow, You don't want to be, like I said, you don't want to be going out and getting something that's so small that in 6 months you're absolutely bored of it, you're having no fun, and you're just regretting all of your choices, and then eventually you just stop riding altogether. I've seen it happen many, many times. You want something that you can grow into. If you open that door and it looks like this...
Whoa. Hi, baby.
You've chosen the right bike. Now, your taste in riding may change over the years too. Another thing that you have to consider is what area you're living in. So, are you in somewhere that has a whole lot of trails and twists and things like that? Well, a sport bike may be pretty fun on that. An adventure bike or even an enduro might be another real fun option in that area, especially if there's a lot of off-road trails and things like that, where a Harley or a sport bike's just not going to perform as well. Another thing that I don't think a lot of people take into consideration is the cost of maintenance. You may be able to afford to go out and buy that $25,000, $30,000 bike. Doing the maintenance on it is a whole nother ballgame. So please do your research. Now, don't get me wrong. You can get away without doing some maintenance on your bike for quite a while, actually. But do you want to? You're going out, you're beating the shit out of these things most of the time. At least give it a little bit of TLC. Don't skip your maintenance items, guys. It only creates more problems. Now, looking cool isn't the only reason people buy a bike, but let's be honest, it is the reason a lot of people buy a bike. So if you get something that doesn't look that great, it's old, it's beat up, it's got cracked plastics on it, everything's fading on it, you're probably not going to want to ride that as much as the shinier, newer, nicer looking bike, obviously. I found stupid crazy deals on some real clean bikes. All you have to do is be patient and look. Don't get in a hurry. That's the other thing that I would recommend. Never get in a hurry when you're buying something, especially when it's thousands of dollars like a bike. Do your homework, do your research. I've even told people, go to dealerships. Another great option is just literally the nearest Kawasaki dealership and sit on a 600, sit on 1,000, sit on a 750. See what feels right. Go to a Harley dealer, do the same thing. Go to Indy, Triumph, whatever brand you like, go there, sit on it. Those salesmen, I promise you, they will be more than happy to take you, let you sit on a bike and get a good feel for it. Another thing to consider is if you have passengers or not. Guys, you got to take care of your ladies. Now, I love the look of a bike without a sissy bar on it all day, but I know my wife would probably punch me if I pulled up and didn't have a backrest on for her. Are you going to be taking a lot of luggage with you? If you so, you may want something with a little bit more robust suspension, maybe a little bit bigger bags on it, maybe more bags, like a touring pack or something on an Ultra Limited. So there's a lot of options out there. The best thing you can do, again, is to go out and put yourself on them, get a good feel for them. CCs aren't everything. You can go out and get a 1600 cc bike that weighs 500-600 pounds, and it's going to handle a whole lot different than a cruiser that weighs 850 pounds. There's a lot of little things that you've got to watch out for. One thing that a lot of people will never tell you too is don't let your buddies influence your purchase. It's not them that has to ride it, it's not them that has to pay for it, it's not them that has to maintain it, it's you. So get what you want. Take into account, the facts and opinions of other riders and listen to them. I'm not saying that. But when it comes to actually making the decision on what to purchase, make sure that that decision is coming from yourself and not from everybody that you talk to. Wanted to see if the new camera was going to hang up or not. She's on there. Both different use bikes. You're going to want different gear. You go out and you get an Enduro, you're probably going to want more dirt bike style gear. You go out and get a Harley, you're probably not going to want to go out and wear a full racing suit like a guy that's on an R1 does. So what kind of gear are you going to need or want whenever it comes to that bike? And again, that boils back to what are you going to use it for? I see my camera's still on back there. I think the maiden voyage is probably the most intimidating with this thing, but I wanted to get some cool ass shots, and this is how I'm gonna get them. Testing everything out. It's looking good. I'm hoping that it's captured well. I don't even honestly know if this mic's picking me up. Looks like she's holding up pretty good. We'll see how good the smoothing is on all this bouncing around. It's hot out here. Scared the hell out of me. A ton of gravel in the road right there. So I was coming into that corner, I saw it. Like the content, you like this format, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, you know the drill. I want to bring a lot more of this to you guys, and doing that for me just lets me know that you like it.